As the moon hung low in the ink-black sky, John found himself on a desolate stretch of highway, surrounded by an eerie silence. The only sounds were the tires of his car, humming on the asphalt, and the soft rustling of leaves in the gentle night breeze. He had been driving for hours, the monotony of the road occasionally broken by the flickering of distant stars. He was alone, with nothing but his thoughts for company. The radio had long since lost its signal, leaving him with only the rhythmic drone of the engine for companionship. John had always found solace in the open road, but tonight was different. An unsettling feeling gnawed at him, as though something unseen was lurking just beyond the reach of his headlights. Suddenly the engine sputtered and coughed, and the car lurched forward before coming to a complete stop. John's heart skipped a beat as he tried to restart the engine, but all he got was a dismal click. He was stranded in the middle of nowhere, far from any signs of civilization. John fumbled for his phone, praying for a signal. No bars. Panic began to creep in as he realized the direness of his situation. He was alone, with no help in sight, on a deserted road in the dead of night. Then, as if on cue, he heard it, a faint, eerie sound that seemed to emanate from the surrounding darkness. At first, it was almost imperceptible, like a whisper carried on the wind. But as it grew closer, John's heart began to race. It was a sound unlike anything he had ever heard before, a strange amalgamation of low growls and guttural moans, punctuated by occasional bone-chilling screeches. John's eyes darted around, searching for the source of the eerie cacophony. He strained to see beyond the limited reach of his headlights, but the darkness held its secrets tightly. The forest on either side of the road seemed to close in on him, and the feeling of being watched intensified. His mind raced with thoughts of wild animals, escaped convicts, and things he didn't dare to imagine. He knew he had to make a choice, stay in the car and hope for the engine to miraculously come back to life, or venture out into the unknown. Summoning every ounce of courage, John cautiously stepped out of the car, his phone's flashlight trembling in his hand. The unearthly sounds grew louder, closer and more chilling. His heart pounded in his chest as he scanned the surrounding darkness. Then, as his flashlight flickered, he caught a glimpse of movement. Shadows shifted in the trees, and something unnatural slithered in the underbrush. Panic surged through him, and he began to retreat to the safety of his car when he saw them. A pair of glowing eyes, cold and malevolent, staring at him from the darkness. Frozen in terror, John watched as the eyes moved closer, their unearthly glow growing brighter with every step. He knew he was no longer alone on this forsaken road, and whatever was approaching was something far from human. As the night closed in around him, John's racing heart matched the pace of the creeping terror that surrounded him. His car remained lifeless, the road endless, and the unknown horrors of the night inescapable. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe.